My name is Josh, and I'm the youth pastor here. It's so good to be with you on this Thursday. And I'm just reading through Scripture, and I'm just thinking of how amazing of an opportunity and of just a situation that we're in. I know that's weird, especially given the context of kind of the things that we're going through. But man, it's an amazing opportunity to truly be the hands and feet of Jesus and really to show love towards people and really just be able to let those outside of the church see who we truly are. And I'd like to just read a bit of scripture that actually just highlights that and let you guys just kind of take this for yourself, maybe apply it in your own way. Maybe what I'm saying has nothing to do with you. Guess what? That's okay. That's what I love about Scripture, the fact that it can read one way to me, read one way to you, yet there's so much truth that still can come out of it. And so in verse 13 of Matthew 5, it says this. It says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men." Verse 14, "You're the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men so that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven." Man, I think that this is just it's just a few scriptures, but so powerful and such an amazing reminder for us as Christians of really being able to check where we're at, you know? I think of salt in verse 13 here, and just the different characteristics of salt, right? We know that salt seasons and it flavors food. It's an amazing flavor that can be added into something and completely change the complexion of a meal. I don't know if you've ever had anything that's not been salted, or you've asked for more salt. What's the reason? Because of what it adds to the food. I think that that's a cool thing. Salt is also a preservative. I think that it's very important to know that salt is a preservative. It lasts. It is withstanding. You know, as we think of all of the craziness that is going around us, and we see all of the different things that people can say or different opinions that are out there, it's so important to know that salt is a preservative. You know, we're supposed to preserve through whatever situation we may interact with or engage in. You know, to know that we have a godly influence that needs to be preserved throughout any circumstance, throughout any situation. We have that. I think that it also, this might be the most important one when it comes to salt, and that is that it creates thirst. Obviously, as Christians, we should be thirsty for more of God, for more of His Word, and that we should truly walk that out each and every day in how we pursue after God. And then it says, and it goes on after saying you're the salt of the earth and to remain salt. I think that that's important too. After it says that, it then says that you're a light of the world. You're a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. And it says to let your light shine so that people can see your good deeds and that they can praise your Father in heaven. Man, I think that as a Christian, that is easily one of the most important things that we should do in our life. And that is to give God glory and allow people to look at our lives and see God doing something incredible in our life. They should be able to read it on our faces. They should be able to hear it in our conversations. And every single thing that we think and do and pursue should be with the sole focus of letting others see how good God has been to us and how good of a God He is just in general, so that they might see that and get to know that God. You know, I think that it's incredible. And in this opportunity, that's why I started this thing off saying, man, it is an amazing time. It truly is. And I think that it's incredible to know that we're the salt and the light of the earth. And that is our calling. And in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of the craziness, that's exactly where we should be at. I think that it's an incredible time to be salt and to be light in this world. So I would just challenge you with this. Are you acting salty? Are you being salty? Or are you letting your salt kind of wither and die away? Are you being a light? Or are you trying to trample out the lights that are around you and not shine? Are you very conscious of how others, especially non-Christians, are perceiving the way that you talk or the way that you act or the way you engage in different discussions and topics? I think that these are all things that we can all pray through. We can all seek the truth in, and I believe wholeheartedly God will reveal that to each and every one of us. Thank you so much for taking our time today to just listen, and I hope that this word is something that you can meditate on yourself, and you can really evaluate and figure out what it is that God is speaking to you through this word. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.